What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So today, a brand new projector from BenQ. They did unveil this at CES in Vegas in January, well, a few weeks ago. And I was lucky enough to sit down with them, have a conversation, take a look at some of their new products, their whole projector lineup that they have, and this was one of them. And shout out to BenQ for sending this out to review. Not a paid review. You guys will see this before they do. This is just my honest opinion. I've been using this for about a week and a half. And this has replaced my TV. I haven't turned on my TV since I got this, and I probably will not turn on my TV again. This is incredible. It's a 4K projector, a ton of bells and whistles on here. We'll go over the specs really quick, but I really want to showcase this and just show you the picture quality on here I have a 100-inch screen here that I will show you what it looks like in a well-lit room in the complete dark, so you can see it looks good in both. The viewing angles on here are insane. And I'm also going to show you this on a wall, just a plain wall. You don't even need a screen for this. That's how good this is. And this will go up to 150 inches, and that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you on a wall, 150 inches. It's massive. It's incredible. It has surround sound on it, 4 or 5 watt speakers on here that will give you that sound, so you do not need a sound bar or a home entertainment system to get any sound out of here. It does come already in here, so they give you everything. But the actual GP500 right here, we're going to take a look. You can see the remote here. We'll check out the remote real quick, and we'll come back to this when we are going through the settings. But BenQ, they provide the batteries for this remote, and of course the remote. We'll go over these settings once we turn on the projector a little bit later on in the video. Guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that like, drop a sub. But the GP500, let's check this beautiful thing out. So on the top here, you can see we do have some buttons. We got the BenQ branding. I do like the matte finish on here, that matte white look. And on the side here, right here, we do have a zoom, so you can make it bigger or larger. This is just a slider that will make the image bigger. We do have our Bluetooth button. You can use this because there is some sound on here. You can use this as well, just Bluetooth music to it and listen to some good audio. Your volume up and down, and then your power button. Now on the front here, you can see we do have the 4K HDR lens with autofocus and 2D keystone right in here. Here we have all of our sensors, and all around you can see we have 4 5 watt speakers on here. We got some good venting on here to keep this thing nice and cool. And speaking of nice and cool and the venting, this thing is very quiet. You are not going to have to worry about this making noise and disturbing you while you are watching content. This is a very quiet machine here. Now on the back here, you can see we do have a bunch of ports. We have a 1 amp and a 2 amp USB-A port here. We also have 2 HDMI ports here, 1 HDMI and then 1 HDMI to your ARC, your audio return. So you can connect a soundbar or just some audio to this, and it will connect directly. We do have our optical in and our audio out, 3.5 millimeter audio out. And then of course, this again, 4 5 watt speakers, and this is Superior Sound by Trovolo. And then of course, this is where we plug it in and we get our power from. Now you can see we do have 2 Phillips head screws here. And what that is, if you take this top off, you're gonna take those 2 screws out. This will slide off, and they do provide you with Android TV, their own dongle with Android 10 on it. So you're gonna take this off, you're gonna connect the dongle through HDMI port in here and a USB Type-C connection. And every time you turn on this projector, it will read that, and you're off and running with Android TV. And you can download any app on there, whatever it is, whatever you need to watch, whatever you want to watch, YouTube, whatever it may be. There's an app store, there's all kinds of stuff on there. Regular Android 10 on this guy. So just a beautiful piece of equipment. Now on the bottom here, you can see you can mount it. There are 4 spots where you are able to mount this up, and we also have these legs on here that do turn, so you can raise it, you can lower it, you can angle it depending on what you need to do and where you are going to set this guy up. But enough of all this. We'll go over the specs really quick, and then we're gonna go hook this up and you guys can check out the GP500. Now, just some of the specs on here. We do get true 4K 3840 by 2160, 8.3 million pixels on here, 20 to 30K hours, for your LED light on here, which is a ton. You're never going to go through that many hours. And if you're using that many hours, well, maybe you need to get up a little bit. 1500 ANSI lumens. This thing is bright, and that's why it is really good in lighting. In a well-lit room, you are still going to be able to watch this without any problem. Auto color calibration. This does have automatic screen fit, where if you have, like I do, a 100-inch display, like you see here, a 100-inch screen, it will automatically fit to the screen, and it just works very well. It does have autofocus, and you'll see that as well. Keystone correction does have 2D keystone correction. And again, 60 to 150 inches of just beautiful 4K. True 360 sound. And you can do some things in the settings with the sound. So if you have this off on the left side, you can direct the sound to the right so you can hear all the sound the way you want. We do have the 4 5-watt Dolby audio speakers. Android 10, of course, like I mentioned. 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.2, and this does have 3D support. But let's turn it on, check it out, and you guys can take a look at how beautiful this is. And you can see here we are right into Android TV as soon as we start. Now you can see we are in a well-lit room. I do have some lights on, and you can see how good this display looks. 4K looks incredible on here in a well-lit room. So you can just imagine what this looks like in the dark when, you know, you're just chilling at night and you want to watch a good movie. This will look even better. But right now, it looks fantastic. And you can see here we got the HDMI ports. I am running a Fire Stick on the HDMI 1 port as well. So you can see the little green dot that shows you I am using Android TV, which is actually part of it. And then in HDMI 1, we are running the Fire Stick. And I'll show you that really quick. We won't stay on here too long with the Fire Stick. We'll get back to the settings and to Android TV. But you can see the other HDMI works. You can put whatever you want in there. I'm just going to use a Fire Stick, and eventually I'll probably switch that out and just play with the Xbox on here as well. So once we go back in to Android TV, again, guys, let me know. Drop some comments below and let me know what you think of the quality of this display. It looks amazing. Now, if we go into the settings on the remote, you can see all projector settings, and this is what we get. So this has a ton of bells and whistles on here, guys. So picture you have brightness, your contrast, your color. I didn't really mess with any of these. I just left it as it was. But if you do go in, you can go in and reset the current picture mode if you want. But for me, the colors on here look fantastic. For me, there's no reason at all to go and adjust that. Your audio, you have sound mode, cinema, music, game, sports, and user. I just left it on cinema for now. And you can go in and do other things. Auto search, you can fix your aspect ratio if you want, 4:3 or 16:9, or you can leave it on auto. I go back and forth between leaving it on auto and 16:9. Your HDMI settings, of course, you can format if you really need to, but I just leave it on auto and it seems to work just fine. Your installation, this is where you can go in and you can mess around with things. Your projector position, you can move it. If it's in the front, if you're gonna mount it to a wall and it's upside down, that's where you would go in and adjust that. Your 2D keystone, your corner fit, this is where you want to adjust your corners. So if you're on a display and you notice that your right corner is not straight and not lined up, or you need to bring it down or up, you can do that. You can bring it left and right. Your screen fit, of course, this is where you will go in, and you can see here, once you click on it, the screen is much bigger than the actual screen, so it will automatically adjust and fit perfectly to whatever screen and whatever screen size you are using. So you can see, and then it will go in and it will do the auto adjust for the display and just get back in focus, the autofocus. Now we'll go back into settings really quick. It takes you here once you are done with the autofocus, and we'll go back into the projector settings. Just overall, guys, there's so much you can do in here in the system with the menu settings, the color calibration, the light source, the operating settings. You can factory default. You have object avoidance. You can go in, and if there's something on your wall, it will automatically detect it and it will avoid it and move your screen left and move it right, whatever you want. Your ambient light sensor, your test pattern, all kinds of different things. And then system, again, we talked about that already. Your menu, your reset, and then your info for the actual projector, your resolution, 2160 at 60 hertz, 60 frames per second, Android TV, your light source, your 3D format. This does have 3D capabilities. However, I'm not a big fan of 3D, so I probably won't ever touch that. And then down below, you can see the firmware version. So now let's go on YouTube and we will check something out. I will let it play for a little bit. I'm going to have the volume off, but speakers on here are excellent for what they are, 4 or 5 watt speakers, but we'll find something to watch real quick. And I'll leave the lights on for a little bit. And then what I'm going to go do is I'm going to shut the lights off. And we got my man Gameski here on one of his new videos that he dropped. But the lights are on right now, and you can see how good this does look. And I'll let you hear the volume just a little bit. But you can see how good this looks. And now with the lights off, look at the difference. How amazing does this look? 4K, crispy, clean quality. And I'll never use a TV again. There's no reason for me to use a TV again. Like, there just isn't a reason. I can rock with this all day, every day, and be very, very happy. Again, this has already, it has speakers, it has sound. You don't need to hook anything up, and it's good enough, so you don't need to hook anything up. You don't need to go out and buy anything extra. It has the extra HDMI ports. It does have the optical port. It does have 3.5. There's a lot of good things with this projector, as you can see here. So now what I want to do, we're going to take this into another room and we're going to put this thing on the wall, 150 inches. We're going to max this guy out so you can get an idea of just how amazing this looks. So check out the size of this, 150 inches. Now I do have some ambient light upstairs. You can see it on the top right corner of the screen that there is some ambient light coming in there. But this is, look, there's no screen on here. This is on the wall. It's just a plain white wall, no display, no screen, and this is 150 inches. Giant display, movie theater, 4K quality, and it looks amazing. We'll find a video and we'll check out Brian Tong's new M2 MacBook video. But look how good this looks, guys. Look at it. It's 4K on a projector on my wall, 150 inches. Do you have any idea how good that looks? I wish you guys can be here with me. I'll make some popcorn. We'll chill. We'll hang out. This is what I want. This is what I've always wanted. And it just looks really good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to play a little Call of Duty. We're going to game on this thing. 150 inches on the wall right now. Let's go. We're going to play some Call of Duty. All right, guys. So look, I played Call of Duty on here with the GP500. And overall, it was a good experience. But I want to make it very clear that this is not a gaming projector. And if you guys are interested in a gaming projector, BenQ has a ton of options on projectors that are specifically designed for gamers and for gaming. And you're going to find the difference is in the input lag. So, for instance, the GP500 has around a 25 millisecond lag on it compared to their gaming projectors that are built for gaming that are as low as 16 milliseconds. So if you are interested in getting a gaming projector or a projector for gaming, I'll drop a link below. You guys can check out all BenQ has to offer when it comes to gaming projectors. Now, I've mentioned the 4 speakers on here a few times in the video, and we're going to touch on that really quick because, again, out of the box, you're going to be able to listen to audio without hooking anything else up. So they do have you covered, but 4 5-watt speakers on here, and these have directional sound output. So these do offer a 360-degree field of sound to fill up the room and give you that immersive experience on it. And they can do that because BenQ has technology called Sweet Spot. And what this does is going to adapt the sound depending on your viewing location and depending on where you are sitting. The individual speakers, they do offer channel switching. And then what it's going to do, it's going to push the audio to you depending on where you are based in the room according to the projector. So it's very cool. It will switch, does have channel switching to push audio your way depending on where you are sitting. So very cool. Wherever you are in the room, it's going to give you the best audio experience possible. All right, guys, look, so you're gonna be able to watch this projector during any time of the day. And of course, at night, it will look even better. You can use it on a wall or you can use it on something like the 100-inch screen that I did have. I'll drop all the links below so you can check out the projector. If you're interested in a display or a screen, let me know. But again, with this, you don't need it. You can just shoot it right on a wall. If it's a white wall or a gray wall or, just anything light, you're going to be good. Bells and whistles, look, you don't even need to get sound out of the box. This thing is legit, and I'm impressed. 4K, the GP500. Let me know what you think of this projector. If you want to see me do anything else with it, let me know, and I'll drop a video on that. But overall, I'm impressed. BenQ, the GP500. Go check it out, guys. Hit that like, drop a sub. I'll be back. Peace.